Hello and welcome to the Quarter 1 Language Learning Goals. I'm Catherine and I love to learn languages. This year I am learning French, Spanish, German, and I'm dabbling in Italian. I don't really have any Italian goals, something I did not realize until I just sat down, which I don't know what that means about my dedication to the language. So I have to say that the most attention is going to French, followed by Spanish and then by German. Another thing you should know is that I spent 17 minutes, and that is a 1-7. I spent 17 minutes on German last year. So my main goal is to just not do that again. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me scooch on over so you can see. Here are our French goals for quarter 1. So January to March. Is it already mostly over in January? Yes, but it's fine. It's fine. I want to reread my old notes. I have a absolute shit ton of old notes. I took French for 5 years. I took it throughout high school. I took it in college, and I've got a lot of material that I just kind of put away and let rot. And I have let my French deteriorate in a way that I feel like if I look at some of this material, it's going to be brand new to me, even though I wrote it down. So I would love to reread all of my old notes and also digitize. I'm trying to digitize all of my stuff. So writing it all out in Notability. Is it Notability? This app right here. So I'm hoping that will help cement it in my brain a little better and it'll help me refresh. Elise De Vega made a video recently of how she speed ran refreshing herself in French in 2 months. And I haven't watched that video yet, but I'm going to watch it because that kind of sounds like exactly what I want to do. So, and I'm sure the video is excellent because she's excellent. So go check her out if you haven't seen her stuff before. I also would like to review my Quizlet deck. I've got, I don't even know how many flashcards in my Quizlet deck with more to come. So I would love to refresh those and get those in that brain of mine. I would like to read one book. It can be any book. I read Heartstopper in French last year and I really enjoyed it. I think because it was a graphic novel and it's also YA, it was at a really good level for me where I could get a good amount of vocab from it but not be totally lost while I was reading it. So I'm hoping that something along those lines, maybe a Percy Jackson or Harry Potter translation, those could be really useful for me. I would like to read Le Monde nightly. I have it downloaded on my phone and I get the little notifications and I try to translate them as they come up. There's a lot of really good vocab, especially political stuff that I have no idea about. And every time I read an article from Le Monde, I find that I get at least 5 good vocabulary words. So that's super useful and that's a great thing to do every day to build into my routine. As just a general goal, I'd like to have 10 hours of study under my belt. I wanted to go for 45 for the whole year for French, so I think that is achievable. That puts me on track to achieve my goal, if my math is right. And finally, for French, I'd like to transcribe L'Amérique Pleure, and that's by Les Cowboys Fringants, which means the Frisky Cowboys. I just learned that as I was prepping this video. It's one of my favorite French songs and I would love to actually figure out what they're saying. So next, let's talk about Spanish. My Spanish skills are dreadful, terrible, if you will. So I really need to work on that. I would like to reread all my notes. There are less notes for Spanish than there are for French. I would also like to spend 5 hours studying Spanish. I can't remember what my total number of hours that I wanted to do for the year was for Spanish, but I feel like this puts me on a good slope to get there. Next, I want to review my Quizlet deck. Again, I don't know how many words are in there. There might actually be more vocab words for Spanish in my Quizlet than there are for French, but I would like to refresh on that and get those in my brain. I would like to read one book, again, maybe a Percy Jackson or Harry Potter translation. And I would like to use Memrise daily. I totally fell off of Memrise in the last 19, 20 days that it's been, and I have to get on it if I'm going to achieve my goals. So I'm going to have to start hitting that Memrise grind every day, baby. Next, German. Our goals are so low when it comes to German. I merely want to do 1 hour of the language because I will not do 17 minutes again. If I do an hour, I'm happy. I also would like to use Memrise daily for German, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. German isn't super high on my priority list, and to be frank, Italian is even lower because I don't have any Italian goals. So, whew. And then just generally, I'd like to create a study schedule and practice every single day, even if it's just a little, just a skosh. I would also like to thank you guys for such a wonderful response to my language learning goals for 2024 video. You guys have all been so nice and offered so many resources and ideas, and also told me your own goals, which I love to hear. So thank you so much for that. I hope this has inspired you in some way. I love watching people's quarterly goal videos, sometimes even more than I like the yearly goal videos, because these are so much more concrete. There are the specificity lends itself to I love to be nosy is what I'm trying to say to you. I love to be nosy and see what people are doing. So, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you're doing well and that your January is thriving. Hopefully you're staying warm, especially if you live in the States. It's freezing where I am right now. So I hope you are doing well, staying safe, and that you're happy and healthy. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.